So the number 1 and 2 great powers are in the Catholic side, and I think Denmark was on the Protestant side? Yes. Oh, and Russia. To be fair, they have Russia. So Commonwealth versus Russia could be a real thing. And I guess that Denmark is now... Nope, they are still Catholic. They just want to weaken the HRE, I suspect. And France, they're going hard for France right now. Having basically converted Germany. This has been a crazy reformation. So many centres of trade. Not centres of trade, centres of reformation. I mean, centres of trade would also be a good thing. This army's still not landed. Oh, we've won this now. Okay, so do we just annex the lot? No. That's gold. The other ones I don't care about as much. Can I separate piece you? Oh, I can. Oh, well, in that case. You can be given to Nuevo Castillo. So can you. So can you. And we'll piece you out. And then we'll piece out Tarascan. And we can take everything from them. And there we go. Nuevo Castillo has just grown even stronger. And we are probably particularly hated in this area. Yeah. Fine. And then we also want to go after Chorty at some point. Although we have a truce with you. Interesting. And the other ones ends in 97, basically. Colima. We don't have one with Colima. Oh, but Teotitlan we do. Yeah, 97. And there is still some gold to be gotten from these two. However, the gold value of Nuevo Castillo is now 476 ducats. Madness! And I think I would like to take a bit more of Portuguese Mexico off of Portuguese Mexico for Nuevo Castillo. Bit annoyed that France pinched these. Would have been nice to have connected the entirety of Central America. Because then our troops could just march overland everywhere where they need to go. Now they have to sail. And the AI just doesn't handle transporting very well. Okay, we need to bring in one more of these. I think I'm just going to go ahead for the level 3, just because these are level 3. And we can also begin conversions. Great Karoo. Make it happen. Alright, have we landed yet? Still no. Not entirely sure where their army has gone. France broke their alliance. Why? Because suddenly there's a huge colonial rivalry. Interesting. Okay, well, the West European power block is broken. Florence. Allied to rival. Probably Naples. Denmark. Rivals. England. We're not rivals with England, and I kind of like the fact that Scotland's winning. Commonwealth! Well, France drops me as an ally, so I buddy up to the Commonwealth instead. Fine. Let's see if we can just take Manila out as quickly as possible. Oh, right, I need access through Tondo to get to this. I will have to go all the way via Maguindanao. That's a bit annoying. Tidor has been cored. Cool. Still need to convert it. In fact, we just started converting Kourou, and I would much rather go for Tidor first. So let's get you done. And we're going to be running out of Diplo power points, space, soon. So let's go down to the gold mines and make sure that these are as developed as they can be. Without spending too much. Trade protection against Majapahit hit. Okay. Commonwealth Alliance? It's just common sense. Alright, churches are being completed. I think I would like to continue building some more docks, because sailor issues are still very much an issue. Peace offer from Ternate. Ternate, we can separate peace out, can't we? So, let's see what you're willing to do. You are willing to be pieced out for full annexation. Okay, then. So, Ternate's now mine, so we now control the entirety of the Spice Islands. We just need to make sure that you get cored. And then stated. Not stated. Trade companied. Definitely a trade company there. Yuan has changed to wool. Cool. Wait, what was that? Oh, rebels just got really unlucky and attacked Mina Nuevo Castillo's army there. Conflicts and protests over taxes, landlord cruelty, exploitation, serfdom and customs policies have become quite frequent. If we don't manage to solve these problems soon, the consequences for our nation's stability could be dire. So we could lose a ton of cash or stability. I would much prefer to lose the cash. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to station you in Huatatamo. And we're going to set you to revolt risk reduction. To help our colony containing this area. The rest of that's just fine. Except, yeah, France is undoing all of their agreements with us, so France is probably going to start doing a bit of saber rattling sooner rather than later. Okay, fine. So I need to pay off the loan that we just took first. And then I think I'm going to invest in upgrading the defences of Iberia. Because I still haven't done that. Oh look! There's some lovely filth over there. Ah. Congo, looking for lovely filth. Right, so turn 8 has fallen. We can march these guys down to Maguindanao now. And we will prepare Manila for annexation. Oh, I can't take it all. Interesting. Well, in that case, what do I want from them? Yeah, this is some really high development. Crikey. Probably these two. Although Laguna would allow me to, you know, walk everywhere. So actually Manila is probably the one that I need the least. So how about we go for you and you? Hell, they would accept this already. Sure. Don't mind if I do. And there's some pretty high populations out here, so this would all be really good territory for us to colonize. Really high chance of getting spices here too. Yeah, some valuable goods. Okay, noted. Especially as we have 3 colonies that are about to complete very soon. So soon, in fact, that I think it's probably time for me to recall another person. And we'll send you to Bicol, and we'll start to colonize the Philippines, I think. Try and make sure that we control this entire chain. Tariffs on fish, tax it. Golden Age of piracy, here we go. Wars between colonial powers are bloody affairs that leave a legacy of devastation and villainy in their wake. Piracy has become rampant in the Caribbean. Former privateers have raised the black flag as they discover that peacetime is bad for profits, while naval captains, disenfranchised by the entire outcome of wars, disavow their former sovereigns. The conflict between great powers thus has inadvertently ushered in the golden age of piracy. Alright then. How much do I need to repay this? 500 ducats. Oof. Pricey. Aora's done. Buccaneer Battalion is now available for employment. Interesting. And we just got some more money. And Australia's got to be really close to forming. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, as soon as this one is done, the Australian colonial nation will appear. And then we need a name for it. That's going to be the next step, is we need a proper Spanish name for Australia. Bearing in mind, we've got Nuevo Castillo, Hispaniola, and El Dorado so far. Oh, and Nuevo Granada as well. What's poison in Spanish? That I'm not sure. Spanstralia. Mancomunidad de Australia. What's that mean? Oh! Right, I have to go all the way around. I can't get through here either. Benin has announced England's arrival. Courier controllers picked a golden bull. Christian Pietas. Dev cost and tolerant to heathens. Okay. Austria's joined the Protestant League. So the Protestant side is getting stronger and stronger. Still no France, though. Gotcha. And the Nuevo Castillo fleet just arrived. And here it is, Tierra del Austral. Veneno is poison. Por de Baggio, down under in Spanish, interesting. Colonia Real de Nueva Bilbao. Oh, Nueva, like Sevilla or something would be good. You know, because it's in the south. And there's loads of gold coming in. Could also call it Nuevo Toledo. Although I don't think that this place actually has gold yet. Australia is actually from Latin, so it's practically Spanish already. Practically, but not actually. I quite like something like Nuevo Sevilla. I always feel like Sevilla gets short shrift. So I think I'm going to go with Nuevo Sevilla. Poison down under. Veneno por de Baggio. De Bayo. Nah, I'm going to go with something unoriginal. Nuevo Sevilla, that'll do. So, we have Nuevo Sevilla established over there. And we're going after the Philippines, which we're going to split you up, and we'll just start sieging you. They have landed an army over here again, although they don't actually have enough to take anything. And next year, we can get technologies. Oh, they landed troops here. Nice try. I should really follow that up, so I don't need to deal with the crossings. So I will. Pulsos producing tea! Tea! Good. I'll drink to that. And I'm also noticing that we've almost maxed out our manpower again. So in order to get more development going in these colonies, I'm going to spend a tiny bit of my development on those. Or a tiny bit of my political power on those. Cabo and Zwellendam have built their docks. Otai is a Portuguese rival now. Alfonso Portocarrero and his family, a merchant family from Cantabria, has come to greatly expand our long-range trade with Hispaniola. By successfully establishing themselves in both Havana and Hispaniola hinterlands, they've come to be very influential in both of our societies. So Castile gains more trade power, or we gain a level 2 50% off trade advisor. I'm going to take a 50% off level 2 trade advisor, and then we're going to promote him. Boom, to level 3. Marvellous. And we can also repay a loan, because one of the trade fleets just got home. Marvellous, 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 marvellous. Any other buildings? Can we build more docks? Yeah, Sevilla could definitely do with one. And Vizcaya? How are we doing for sailors now? We probably have enough. We'll at least start, like, increasing the number of sailors we have in a trending upwards fashion. They're about to break, come on. Didn't quite break them. Natives in Poso adopt Sulawesi culture. Are we going to get here before the end of the month? No. Damn. So close. So close and yet so far. 14th. All I need to do is get there before the end of the month and we stack wipe them. This time we got it. Boom. Just. Freaking just. Alright, cool. So we should be able to secure those territories without too many more issues. And we can start thinking about our next possible acquisitions. Before we do that, though, what we should definitely do is start upgrading our fortifications here in Spain. Now that we are, I would say, leading up to the League Wars. Scotland! We have Scotland! Fantastic. Morocco is raiding us. Some things never change. And there we go. We have converted Tidor. Tondo would be next. Let's do Kandari. I mean, these two provinces can already be added to the trade company, so I'm going to do that now, seeing as those have been converted. And that's going to be a big addition to the Malucas trade company. And in fact, it's going to be a really big deal that we have this province, because the centre of trade. It's doubtful that we get over the 50% we need, but hey, we can try. Also, it's January. Ahead of time, and ahead of time. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get the admin tech, but that's okay, we're close enough. And we can get better artillery. Chambered demi-cannon is really when artillery comes into their own. So we are now into the age of big backlines. I live in Chile, can I colonize it for the lols? I don't really have any interest in Chile at the moment, sorry. Like, colonization is expensive. I can't just do it because, I want to, lol. At least not at this stage. The use of cocoa to create a hot beverage is a custom inherited from the American natives. While the new drink caught on quickly in some parts of European society, it has taken some time and large amounts of sugar before it reached larger acceptance. With that out of the way, however, the demand for chocolate is now steadily rising in the old world. Price of cocoa goes up significantly. And let's see, that's a lot of rebels. We have a colonist on the way, so that's going to be 4 colonies. Could really do with 5 if not 6 going, so we're going to recall you. So we get another colonist. And we'll send them to the Philippines as well, just so we can complete this chain before anybody else tries to get here. So 1, 2, 3 more. Raiding party! Hey, Shenrir! Thank you very much for the raid. How are you guys doing? Hello, hello, hello. What's going on in here? Well, what's going on in here is that we are playing some EU4. This is the beginner-friendly series where we are playing as Castile. So if you are a new player to Europa Universalis, or indeed a returning player since Emperor, or are just interested in perhaps learning a bit about Europa Universalis, or if you're a veteran and want to pick up a couple more tips and ideas that you may not have otherwise considered, this series is for you. If you have any questions, please do ask them, and I will do my best to respond. How's Castile? Castile is growing. We just had our alliance with France broken, which has made me a little bit nervous. We also have the League Wars looming, but they've been looming this entire stream. So 3 hours, and they still haven't fired. However, the Castellan colonial empire is growing. We've taken over a bit more of Mexico. The treasure fleets flowing in from the Mexican heartland are mind-boggling. Like the Nuevo Castillo, which is our Mexican colony, sends treasure fleets of 476 ducats. It's kind of crazy at the moment. El Dorado also has treasure fleets of 170. We've just got a colony in Australia. Nuevo Sevilla has just appeared. And we are currently working quite hard on getting Indonesia and the Philippines colonized. We have a lot of abilities to assimilate native populations. So in the areas where there are a lot of natives, like the Philippines, that is really good for us. And there's loads of spices, so we're basically just going to become a spice maestro. We started this stream 4,000 ducats in debt. We've paid all of that off. We are now making a fairly healthy income. For a while, our economy was a little bit shaky, but I think that we've overcome that now. So yeah, definitely making some progress. Buckets of ducats, exactly. Last game you played, shocked how somehow Japan got, as AI, got colonialism. Okay, yeah, that is an interesting one. I've never seen that happen before. This Japan's actually looking fairly good. Ashikaga and Japan were... Really? There's a daimyo even though Japan started to expand? That's an unholy alliance. Crikey! Japan allied with Ming. No, that shouldn't be allowed. That's illegal. Can't have Japan allying with Ming. How else is Japan going to take withdrawals from the Bank of Ming? They can't do that if they're allied. Boo. Boo. Well, now I'm definitely going to need to get my alliance with the Commonwealth. That's what I'm going to be working on once this war against the Filipino nations is over. Because I'm getting a little bit nervous about France. Royal patronage. Among our nobles, it has become increasingly fashionable to spend time on experimentation and philosophy. Some have begun to form regular discussion groups, while others use letters to correspond with other inquisitive minds. One such group has contacted our Queen Consort Regent asking for a patronage and support. They insist that such an endorsement will bring great benefits to the kingdom in the near future. Really expensive, but 3 innovativeness and that plus 0.5 prestige is pretty good. So, yeah, I'll endorse this. However, that is going to be 3 loans. Ow! How much money do you need for a few letters? Crikey! Speaking of withdrawals, we pieced out Riga earlier and they had 2,600 ducats. We were allowed to demand 30 in the peace deal. Really? Oh, I guess it's based on yearly income, isn't it? I think you can take up to 2 years of income from them, or something like that.